All right, now we're gonna get into the video evidence. Okay. The all angles of the video show the same fireball shape, and it's a matched explosion cloud. The cloud as it grows is exactly the same cloud. So that means that what they're doing is they're just putting an explosion onto the film, like digitally, like CGI type of thing. Let me show you. So this one shows that this is the same moment, but in this film, this is the handheld that the guy had on the roof. He already sees the explosion. But in this one, which is a security camera at the airport, the plane's still in the air. Okay? So this shows that the explosion happened at different times depending on the video, which is impossible, obviously, right? Let me show you some more of this. This is another example of that. Aircraft is still airborne. Here it shows the videos already, the explosions already in bloom. So this is one where you can see the two different explosions. They're the same explosion. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you again. This is the overlay, okay? So these two explosions are the same explosion. They're exactly the same. It depends on the angle you look at it, but they should look different from different angles. That's how explosions are. But here they look exactly the same. Now you might say, oh, well, I can't tell that they look the same. They don't look the same to me, right? Because even to me, it looks different, right? But that's why I went, here's another overlay. So this is like as it's growing, as the explosion is growing, like these are overlays, right? So the two images are overlaid. So here you see the explosion is just starting to grow. Then here it grows more. Then here it grows more, right? But it's the same explosion from the two camera angles. Now you might not be able to tell. I understand. I can't tell either. So that's why I went to Photo Detective on ChatGPT. All right. And I put the photo evidence in there, and I'm gonna read you what it said. And by the way, I have all the photographic evidence, all the video evidence, and all that stuff. I have it in the description, so you can download it. You can go on ChatGPT and tell it to analyze it and find out for yourself. I'm not asking you to believe me. The evidence is there that I used, so you can check it out yourself. According to the photo detective ChatGPT, right? Based on a detailed visual comparison across the provided frames, the explosions do indeed appear to be the same event captured from multiple angles. And the evidence strongly supports that the explosion footage has been composited digitally rather than recorded naturally. Okay? Wait a minute. Let me just make this bigger because it's hard to read. I'm getting old. Okay, so that's the opening paragraph, right? I'm going to show you. So, number one, these are the points that Photo Detective gave me, all right? Number one is there's an identical explosion. By the way, this document that I'm reading to you, that's also available in the zip file in the description, okay? So all the stuff that I'm telling you, I'm not asking you to believe me. Once again, I'm asking you to go and check for yourself. I'm asking you to do that. I want you to do this because I don't want to be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Or I would love to be wrong. But so I want you to check it out. I'm not asking you to just believe me, right? But anyway. So I'm going to read this thing. But like I say, it's available for you at the bottom. Identical explosion. So the first point that they make is the identical explosion morphology across views. Morphology is like this shape. So the morphology of the different explosions, of the one explosion in different camera views is identical. Okay? The fireball shape, bloom structure, and lighting pattern remain virtually identical across at least 3 frames shown from significantly different angles and cameras. Natural explosions evolve rapidly and chaotically, and 2 different vantage points should yield distinct visual deformations, particularly in turbulent elements such as fire and smoke. This is not observed. Okay, number 2, synchronized frame evolution. As shown in the side-by-side progression, that's the image I showed you where it has the side-by-side overlays. The explosion evolves identically. At t plus 0 seconds, identical fireball initiation. At t plus 3 seconds, identical flame expansion. At t plus 5 seconds, no deviation in structure or deformation across scenes. In a real-world multi-camera scenario, variations due to perspective parallax, lens distortion, and timing offsets should be evident. Instead, these frames are pixel aligned down to the pixel, okay, in key contours, indicating frame for frame replication. Number 3, mismatch in environmental illumination. The lighting and shading of the explosion remain consistent in both views, despite being from different angles and distances. There should be variations in reflected lights, shadow orientation, and color balance if the explosion were truly occurring in those scenes. 4, suspected composite layering. In some frames, notably the comparison where overlaying is evidence, the explosion overlays architectural structures unnaturally, with no consistent occlusion. Occlusion is like when you can't see it, it's like hidden. So there should be consistent occlusion, hiddenness, because of the structures, the various buildings and stuff. But that's not the case. So this suggests compositing artifacts where the explosion layer was added on top of the video. Okay? And then 5, CGI indicator, lack of atmospheric effects. A real explosion of that magnitude would produce substantial motion blur, smoke dispersion, heat haze, and environmental response, e.g., camera shake, auto exposure adjustment. But these dynamic interactions are not present, implying the explosion is a static CGI element. Okay? The conclusion from Photo Detective is this. The explosion depicted in the frames is almost certainly computer generated and was digitally composited into both camera feeds. The consistency in explosion shape, evolution, and lighting, alongside a lack of natural deformation and environmental interaction, confirms this assessment with high confidence. Okay, I asked twice. I asked 2 different ChatGPT things, and they both gave the same response. So, like I say, I'm not asking you to believe me. You can check it yourself. The evidence is there in the description. You can download the zip file, check all the files, whatever you got to do. There's instructions there about how to get the frames out if you want to do it that way. There's other ways to do it. You can check on another thing. You don't have to use Photo Detective. Use something else. Use whatever. There's other ways to do this. I'm just telling you that this thing is fake.
Okay. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Studying the Bible with Mike, Sam, Pat. These other YouTubers are just so trash. Hit the thumbs up if you wanna support. Go follow Mike as he follows the Lord. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 You better watch out, Mike's calling out the shields. If you're not free grace, you need to sit down and chill. We're not hyper grace, you know we keep it real. Eternally secure, you know that we're sealed. We don't back low, we're not workspace heretics. Mike's not in it for the money, trying to get a lick. They out here selling their souls for a couple clicks. Becoming Freemasons so they can't just get rich. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. I'm I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. Shout out to Mike Sampat. Check out his channel, Toronto Bible Study. Subscribe and like.